so we're gonna just straight up wing this whole video because I'm not exactly sure what products I want to use. I have like a drawer full of new makeup that I haven't tried yet, but I also want to slide into your DMs a little bit with like some new shit that I'm like really into and I'm loving, you know what I mean? Like some new stuff that I've just tried maybe like this week that I want to talk to you about that's kind of like a first impression. So right now I want to try out, I haven't tried this foundation out yet. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation, and as you can see, these two shades that they sent me are very light, which in their defense, usually I do look like Casper's cousin. But right now I'm a little tan. My face not so much, but I don't know if you can see my body has a little golden hue, if you will, to it. That's because I was laying out in the sun a few weeks ago and I was actually really tan, but you know, New York weather wants to play us and it's like raining every single day. So it says it's a 24-hour wear in a range of natural matte finish shades. It works and plays as hard as you do. Just one pump delivers lightweight, oil-free, photo-friendly full coverage. So they're claiming that this is full coverage, it won't give you a flashback, it has no oil in it, it's pretty matte. It's not going to be like super dewy, and it's going to last on your skin for 24 hours. I don't know about you, I've never worn makeup for 24 hours, I don't think, unless I accidentally fell asleep in it. I mean, that's a lot of claims. I never put that much pressure on a foundation. Like, I never expect that much out of it. And I'm just going to take one pump of this on the back of my hand, if it'll come out. And I'm going to just evenly distribute that everywhere. And like I said, I know this is too pale for me right now, but I'm going to blend it out and make it work with bronzer and contour and all that good stuff, so it'll be good. Hopefully this is enough coverage. I mean, usually for full coverage, I don't just use one pump, but we'll see. I'm taking my beauty blender and blending that all out really well, and we shall see. Right off the bat, like, let me tell you, I don't think this is full coverage with one pump. Because I have this little red mark right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not covering it. So when someone says full coverage, I expect like the Marc Jacobs foundation or like the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. That's what I'm looking for, and I really still see a lot of my redness peeking through right now. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't mind, like, personally, because I tend to wear more natural foundations anyway, and I just, like, cover up the spots that I need to cover up with concealer. Like, it's not a big deal. But what I hate is, like, when there are claims made that are just not true. So I'm going to take one more full pump of this, which when you pump it out, by the way, a lot really doesn't come out. Like, I feel like one pump is, like, half of a regular pump. So, I don't know. But I'm just gonna try that one more time. So I seriously still see some redness peeking through, like little blemishes, because I had some extractions earlier on my skin, and I still see, I mean, and it wasn't even that red, but I still can see it. So I don't know, I honestly wouldn't call this a full coverage foundation. This is like a medium coverage, and it's really not building. Like, I just added another layer. And I feel like all it did was just add another layer of like the same exact coverage onto my face, so it was kind of pointless. I forgot to mention that before I started filming, I did apply a good amount of this Too Faced Hangover RX Primer because I wanted to try it out again. I haven't used this in like a year or something because I ran out, and I just didn't use it for a very long time. Then Too Faced sent it out in a package, and I was like, I'm going to try it again. So I do have a hydrating primer on underneath. But I don't know, like, I'm really not too blown away by this foundation. I hate, like, giving bad reviews. This is not necessarily a bad review. It's not what they say it is. It's a good foundation, I think, because it's natural looking, and I feel like it would be good for people who don't like really dewy foundations, because as you can see, it is pretty matte. It gives you some luminosity in some areas, but I do feel like that is just because I used a super hydrating primer. I don't know, just like something about it right off the bat, like, I'm just not absolutely obsessed with it. I thought I was going to be like, whoa, blown away, this is going to be such full coverage, last all day, like perfect for events and photography and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. Right off the bat, it just doesn't seem like it's for me. Okay, so also looking at it super up close, it looks very dry and like crackly and powdery. Like, it's clinging on to dry patches on my face that I did not even know that I had. And it's kind of like emphasizing my imperfections. Like, it's very bizarre. I don't understand I really don't understand. It's so weird to me, but it's really hugging like the dry parts of my skin, which I really don't have many. Like my skin's been pretty good on the dryness lately, but like my chin is so patchy and like it looks like it's cracking. And I know my skin is not like that. And it's literally rubbing off, like balling up. When I go like this, it like balls up. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to take this off and put on another foundation because I feel like if I leave this on, I'm not gonna like my makeup. And it does feel a little sticky, but it looks powdery. I'm gonna have to take it off. So I washed that off, and now I'm just taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Nude. And I wanted to try this out again because I haven't used this foundation in like a year. I think it's been that long, or even longer, I'm not exactly sure. And I think I used to love it. Like, I don't understand, like, sometimes I literally forget if I liked a product or not if I haven't used it in like such a long time, because I try out so many products and I fall in love with different products and then like I move on to the next one, but I felt like falling in love with an old flame, you know what I'm saying? And so far, I feel like this looks amazing. It's definitely a medium to full coverage. It seems like it would be buildable. It's covering up all my redness right off the bat, and it doesn't have a super matte finish. It's definitely more of a satin dewy finish. I wouldn't say dewy, but it's like kind of dewy in a way. But I did apply that primer again before I put my foundation on, just to give me some hydration. I really don't know why the Bare Minerals foundation gave me all those dry patches. Maybe because it is like a mattifying foundation, and maybe it has to be mattifying for it to last that long, and I guess I understand that. But I also wanted to say that you guys shouldn't rely on my review for that to be like the end-all be-all of like your opinion on that foundation. Especially because there's a few things to consider. Number one, I do not like matte foundations. Like, I really, really don't like them. There's just like specific circumstances where I would wear a matte foundation, and I can't even think of it right now. They're just not my cup of tea. It's definitely not something I would wear every single day. I like a more dewy foundation. The dewier the better, in my opinion. That's just what my skin loves and what I love to look at, what I think photographs the best. A lot of people think that matte foundations photograph the best, but I feel like matte foundations don't capture the light in photography, and it kind of makes your skin and your face look like flat, and you don't see all the dimensions to you. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing is that I did use a beauty blender, and they did send me these two brushes. This one came with the foundation, and this one with a contour kit that they sent me. And maybe I was supposed to use it with this brush. It just doesn't seem like a brush that I would ever use, which is why I chose to use a beauty blender, because this is something that I do use like every single day. And I felt like because it's wet, it's more like hydrating, and maybe that would help the fact that the foundation was matte. But honestly, for my first impression, I just didn't like it. But yeah, I'm sure you're going to be seeing plenty of reviews on that foundation, because it does make a lot of claims. So a lot of beauty vloggers are going to want to review something like that. And you're probably going to find a lot of people do love it. People who love matte foundations, who love foundations that are like more on the powdery side, you know, stuff like that. So of course, make sure to keep that in mind, but that is what this foundation looks like right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. So the next new product that I'm dying to try out is this YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. I definitely didn't say that right, but I already swatched this, and I feel like it looks beautiful. This is like the peachy shade, I think. I'm not exactly sure which one this is. Peach. Oh, this is in the shade Luminous Peach, and I chose this because, I don't know if you can see, but I got me some dark circles under these eyes. So I really want to camouflage that, and I heard amazing things about this product, so I really wanted to try it out and see if it works, because I've used a lot of stuff that claim to, you know, brighten up the under eye, cover up the dark circles, but I feel like it's very heavy, and right off the bat, like my first impression, this is so lightweight, and it like spreads out like a dream. Like, it's crazy. It literally feels like water underneath my eye, but like in a good way. It's not oily, and it's not like a thick cream. It just feels like very hydrating and moist. I hate that word. Now I am taking my beauty blender and just blending out my under eye It kind of dragged that down a little too much for my liking, but whatever. And it covered them up pretty well, not 100%, but I do think that it definitely color corrected. I don't know why this is giving me like a severe burning feeling on my skin right now. What is in this? It's like burning me. Oh, the first ingredients are talc, glycerin, mineral oil. This video is a hot mess. It's terrible. This is seriously like burning my skin right now. I don't know what to do because I already took my foundation off once and I don't want to take it off again. This product is burning more and more. It's burning like my under eyes really, really bad, and it's like itchy. I don't know if I'm having like a reaction to it or what. It has some like questionable ingredients. I mean, I know a lot of products do have these ingredients, but they're not the best ingredients. I feel like super high-end products like this do contain a lot of fragrances and stuff like that, so I don't know if that's what it is, but it is seriously burning me. I'm gonna just end this video here. I tried to do a first impressions video. Clearly it did not work out with the foundation and this. I guess I'm just gonna call this a fail video because this was terrible and I'm so sorry. I promise that tomorrow I will try something out, something similar again for you guys, but really this is not working for me. This is seriously burning, so I'm gonna go wash this off now. I'm not gonna apply my foundation 3 times in a row. I'm just very annoyed. And yeah, I'm sorry guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.